Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I'm so glad that finally I'm back here and trying to present to you a new idea about something hopefully helpful, especially to overseas workers wanting to step here and work here in Australia. As you can see on the screen, this is a news released just last week. And this is about the new agriculture visa set to bring more migrants to work in Australia. So let's just see what this news is all about. So basically, workers from Southeast Asia will be prioritized under the new visa, which will address labor shortages in the agriculture sector brought on by international borders closures. Okay. A new agriculture visa is set to bring more migrants to fill chronic labor shortages on Australian farm from November, with workers from Southeast Asian countries to be prioritized. The federal government announced the visa's formal go-ahead on Thursday, which has been foreshadowed by Agriculture Minister David Littleproud. The full conditions of the visa are still being finalized in consultation with the sector, but are expected to include potential pathways to permanent residency, including regional settlement. The first phase of the visa will see a small cohort of agricultural workers arriving in Australia between November and March of 2022. More workers would enter Australia with a new visa during the second phase, which would begin in April next year. According to Mr. Littleproud, the negotiations around bilateral agreements with countries in the region is currently ongoing. The agriculture visa will be the biggest structural change to the agricultural workforce in the nation's history. And it will be open to applicants from a range of countries. And we are already in talks with a number of countries in our region who are eager to participate. The government has committed to prioritizing bilateral deals with countries through the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. That includes Thailand, Cambodia, Brunei, Myanmar, Philippines, Malaysia, Laos, Vietnam, Singapore, and Indonesia. The visa is designed to address labor shortages that have been aggravated by international border closures as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The federal government has estimated the horticulture alone is facing a shortage of up to 30,000 workers by February. And the visa would be available to workers across agricultural industries, including meat processing, fisheries, and forestry sectors. And this will allow individuals to move between employers. Mr. Littleproud said the agriculture visa would complement, not replace, existing labor schemes with Pacific nations. The Australian Council of Trade Unions has warned about the potential exploitations of migrant workers under the new visa, concerned over a perceived lack of protections. These follow persistent warnings from unions about widespread underpayment and poor conditions faced by migrant workers in the sector. However, the federal government says workers arriving in Australia under the scheme would be ensured the same rights and protections as all other workers. And these farmers have long been calling for the visa, saying it would help with production efforts. Mr. Littleproud said that the government is working closely with states and territories around quarantine capacity for the workers. And to end it all, the Nationals secured the coalition support for the visa following Australia's free trade deal with the United Kingdom. And this ended a requirement for British backpackers to work on farms for 88 days if they wanted to stay in Australia for 2 years. So just a summary of what we just read is they will be offering a new pathway for workers, particularly from the Southeast Asian countries that we just mentioned, to enter Australia as workers in the agricultural, meat processing, and fisheries sector. So I'm just so excited because as you all know, if you've been following me or we've been friends in Facebook or YouTube channel, I came from the Philippines, and I'm highly recommending and pushing this visa to my countrymen. I know that we are hardworking, and somehow we can express ourselves and use the English language properly and conversantly. So I'm just trying to share that finally they're working on something that will give us, that will also obviously help the some businesses here in Australia due to pandemic, and many workers cannot go back. So just to show you, this is the official website of the immigration here in Australia. IMMI.homeaffairs with an s.gov.au. So if you want to know more about this visa, they are about to release the full details. I think this October, because as it was mentioned on the news, they're expecting the first batch to start from November. So I assume if that's the target, they should be releasing the full details on their website as to who, how, and when can people apply. Okay, so if you know someone who is experienced on this field, who are fit, because obviously this requires a lot of hard work, and know someone who wants to work overseas, please do share this video to them. And I'm hoping that a lot of us will have an opportunity to work here. So this is actually the official news from this website. And they're just saying that the new agriculture visa is being designed now and currently in close consultation with the industry involved. This new visa will supplement the Pacific Australia Labor Mobility Scheme, or the PALM scheme. And this program will remain the primary scheme for meeting agricultural workforce shortages, especially this summer peak harvest season, just like this. Okay, so if you like working, fruit picking in the farm, stacking, then this could be one for you. Okay. They also said here the required amendments to the Migration Regulations 1994 to enable the new visa are expected to be in place from September 30. That's when they released this news. However, the final program design continues to be developed. The arrival of the first workers under this new scheme will occur from late 2021, subject to quarantine arrangement and agreement with partner countries. As further details about the visa are finalized, including details on how to participate as an employer or a worker, this page will be updated with additional information. So make sure to bookmark this page. I think it's under news. So it's under home, people to people, international mobility. So that's actually where it's linked. Okay, so if you can see, if you download this fact sheet, I have here a sample. So let's share. Okay, I'll just share to you what it contains. So this is more, these are the details more specifically addressed, and more information about this visa that I'm trying to tell you. Like what happens on September 30, how do you participate in this program? How do you recruit if you're the business owner? How many workers will be recruited in phase 1? What sectors and skills are covered by the scheme? And we already said agricultural business, meat processing, fishery, and forestry. So again, if you're under those 4 categories, if you know someone from those categories who are experienced and are fit enough to do the job, can speak in English, express themselves, I reckon those will be the major considerations that they will take once this visa is already in place. Okay. So with that fact sheet, you will also see how the program are structured. How can workers apply for permanent residency? So this is the big thing that I'm so excited, because once you're here, you have an opportunity to stay permanently if you want to do so. And also, it was been answered if workers can shift between employers. And yeah, thankfully, yes, you can. And how will the agriculture visa ensure that the workers' protection? So this is very important, because we don't want, exploitations, especially with the salary. So another thing is they will also enumerated here how the agriculture visa will be implemented, and how's the quarantine. So everything is all set in this. How many pages this? 4 pages. But this is just a fact sheet. This is not yet the final lineup of the requirement that you need to do. So if I were you, keep an eye on the immigration website. And I'm pretty sure this month they will going to release all the requirements for you to apply on this new visa. I hope that you find my new vlog helpful. If you find it helpful, please share it to everyone. And please don't forget to click that subscribe and like button. And I hope to see you again on another helpful topic that I will going to present. Bye guys. See you next time.